Hi guys, how are you? Osama Ghazal with you. In this video, we will show you how to work with SQLite database, how to create a DB handler, how to create a database and tables, how can you upgrade the table by adding new fields or columns after many versions, for example, and how can we inflate the fields and the values inside this recycler view. And also, how can we make an update for any value, any record on the database, like this, okay? And how can we delete this record? And how can we create a recycler view to add a new records? Okay. This lesson will be a big lesson and will be long, and we will divide it into many parts. Let's begin. Okay. Now we will remove this hello, and we will add a recycler view to the screen. Okay, we add it here, and here we will give it match parent, and the height match parent. We will give it an ID, RV, recycler view. Okay, now we will start now with the DB handler. We want to create a new class. This class will handle the database and the tables and all the queries. Here we will press right click new Kotlin file class. Okay, we will call it DB handler, and okay. Now we will create a class DB handler. Okay, we will send to it a context and version. This version is important for upgrading the database. When you upgrade the application and you want to add new columns or drop new columns or old columns or any change on the database, you will change this version and you will work with this. Okay? And the type is SQLite database, SQLite open helper. Okay? Context and data base name and factory and database version. Okay. Now we will open. Now we want to implement the members, the on create and on upgrade. On create, when you create the application first time, here we will create the database. And on upgrade, we want when we want to upgrade the database by adding fields or anything else, you will put the sentences here. Okay. Now we want to make some variables to use it as a standards, and we want to put it on the companion object, private val database name. We will call it mydata.db. Okay, and the private val database version, it will be 1. And now we want to define the table, the first table, val customers table name. It will be a customers. Okay, then val capital letter column customer ID. It will be a customer ID. Customer ID. And another val will be column customer name equal customer name, and val column max credit equal max credit. Here we define the table name and the database version and the database name and also the columns inside the database. And we will call it every time we want to use this fields or columns. Now we want to create a table on create the application. Here we will give it val create customers table equal. Okay, now create table $sign customers table name, then open a practice and enter. Now a column $sign column customer ID, its type is integer and it will be a primary key and will be a auto increment value, comma, another column customer name, this will be type is text, comma, and column, $sign column max credit, it will be a double. Okay, and default value is 0. And now we will close this practice. Now db.xsql create customer table. Here we will put a question mark for null value. Now when we install the application on the first time on the mobile, it will run this sentence, okay, and will create the table and the database. Look at this. This is the columns that we define it here, and we will always use it here. Okay. Now we will go to the recycler view we want to create uh, we want to create the DB the adapter and the model for the customer. Now we want to create the model. We will go to here and right click new Kotlin file, and here is models. Okay. Now class customer first value bar customer ID its type is integer and equals 0 bar customer name it's a string and equal var max credit it's a number, or we can put it a double also. Double, let's double and equal 0 0.0. Okay. Now we create the model. Now right click new adapters. We want to create the adapter. Okay. Now class customer adapter mctx context. Okay, come on. Val it's a customers. Its type is array list of what? Of customer. The model. Okay. Now recycler view dot adapter customer adapter dot view holder. Okay. Now we want to implement the members of this adapter from here. Implement members, and we will take them all. Okay. Now here we will create a value. Its name is mctx, and it will equal the mctx. This is the new value. It will be equal this value. Okay. You can use it in another functions. Now we want to create a view holder. On create view holder, we have here a view group and the position. Here we will define a val v equal layout inflator dot from b0 dot context dot inflate. We forget something, you know. We forget to create a layout. We should create now the layout for the customer. In resources and on the layout, we will create new and layout resource file. Its name will be a LO customers. Okay. Here we want to add first value and another value, text view, text view, text view, like this, and like this, and like this. Here will be a customer name. Yes. Sorry. Here the customer name. Now we will type here customer name, and here max credit. This one we will connect it to the edge of the activity, and we will name this txt customer name, and this txt max credit. We will see now. Okay, like this. And we want to add first button and another button. This will like this, and this will be like this, and we will connect it here, and we will connect it here. This one will be btn update, and this one will be btn delete. We will put a text for it, delete, and update. We will create a line, new drawable resource, dotted line. Okay. We will paste this code here. Okay. This is the dotted line. And we will go back and we will add the image view. We will use this dotted line and link it here and link it there and here, and this layout, the height will be var content, and the image we will link it from down. We want to see now. Okay, the image height is 5 dp. This is match constraint. Okay, now I think it is acceptable view. Now we will return back. What about the dotted line? Is there a problem here? Okay. Now in the adapter we will inflate, as we said before, we will inflate the r dot layout dot layout customers, comma p0, comma false. Then we will return the view holder class view holder. Okay, item view, its type is view. Recycler view dot view holder to item view. Okay, we will do this. Now, we want to define some variables, the text views that defined in the layout. Val txt customer name equal item view dot txt customer name. This one equal this one. Okay, and val txt max credit equal item view dot txt max credit, and val btn update equal item view dot btn update, and val btn delete equal item view dot btn delete. Okay, now we finish this function and we finish the on create view holder, and here we will return the value is customers dot size. This is the number of the records inside this list, array list. Okay, now all the work now will be on in the onBind view holder. In the onBind view holder, we will now fill the recycler view, and then we will use it to define the functions for the update, btn update and btn delete. Here we will define a value. Its name is as customer. Its type will be customer model. Okay, and will equal customers for the position B1. Okay, now B0 is the view holder dot txt customer name dot text will equal the customer dot customer name, and B0 dot txt max credit dot text will equal customer dot max credit dot to string, because it is a double, it's not a string value. Okay, here now we fill the recycler view in this way. What else? What else? What else? Now we want to inflate the value or the records in the database on the recycler view. First, we should make the query in the DB handler. Here, we will create a function here. Function, it will name is get customers. We will send to it the context. Okay. It will return an array list of customers. Now we will make the value URY equal select star from $sign customers table name and val db equal this dot readable database and val cursor equal db dot row query for the query comma null. Now val customers will be an array list of customer. Okay. Now if cursor dot count equal 0, what we want to do, we will toast dot make text mctx the context comma no records found. Toast dot short dot show. Else we will give it while cursor dot move to next. We will create a value customer equal customer. Okay. Then customer dot customer ID equal cursor dot get integer. Okay, the customer ID is integer type, as we see as we see here. Okay, it is an integer, so we will give it get an integer. Here we will put the index of the column. The index 0 is the customer ID, the index 1 is customer name, and the index 2 is max credit. We can use like this, and I prefer not like this. I prefer that we give it a cursor dot get column index, and here we will put the name of the column customer ID. Why? Because sometimes you will change some columns, and you may drop a field and add a new field. So to prevent to change all the indexes, here it will be more accurate. Okay, customer dot customer name equal cursor dot get string, because it's a string value, cursor dot get column index for column customer name, and last one customer dot max credit equal cursor dot get double. It is a double value, it's not integer, dot get column index for column max credit. Okay, now customers dot add for customer. we insert the value customer. It is a record. We insert it into the array list of the customer here. Okay. Now here, if we fill this, we will toast dot make text mctx comma cursor $, cursor dot count dot to string, okay, and records found. Toast dot short dot show. Here we give it the number of records. This is the end of the while statement. No, this is the end of the move text. Okay, this is the end of the while. Then we will close the cursor dot close, and we'll close the db dot close, and we will return customers. Now we finish the get customers query. Okay. Now we will go to the main activity here, and here we will define the handler, the DB handler. We will put it on the companion object to use it many times, not to create on each query. We don't have to create on each query a DB handler. So late initialize var DB handler. Its type is DB handler. Okay, and here on the on create DB handler equal DB handler for this null and database version is 1. Okay. Here is an error because we don't put here we should put the null value. Here and here. Okay, it's done. Now here we will make a function. Its name is view customers. Private function view customers val customers list equal DB handler dot get customers this. Okay, and the adapter val adapter equal customer adapter. We will send the context and then the customers list val RV is a recycler view and equal find view by ID r.id.rv. Then we will inflate rv.layout layout manager. It will be equal linear layout manager, or the context this, and linear layout dot vertical, comma, false, as a recycler view dot layout manager, and then rv dot adapter equal adapter. Now here we inflate the result of the query inside this recycler view, customers, and now we want to run. Perfect, no records found. Okay, again, stop and run. No records found. Perfect. Now, how can we create activity to add the records, the customers, to this activity? First, we will create a new activity. Right click, new, and activity, empty activity. We will name it add customer activity, and finish. Okay. Now we will design the view. Resources, layout, and add activity. Okay, we will add now an edit plain text here, and we will add also a number. Okay, this name will be edit customer name, and this will be edit max credit. Okay, and the hint max credit, and here customer name, and we will add a button and another button. Okay, btn save its name, and here is save, and here btn cancel, and here cancel and close. Okay, this is the activity design for add a new customer. In the activity itself here, we want to program the buttons. btn save dot set on click listener, and btn cancel dot set on click listener, and we want to make a function clear edits. Okay, edit, edit customer name dot text dot clear, and edit max credit dot text dot clear. On the cancel, we will give it a clear edit. Mm, private function. Clear edits and finish this activity. And on save activity, on save button, we will give it like this. If edit customer name dot text dot is empty, toast dot make text this, enter customer name. Then edit customer name dot request focus. Else, if it is not empty, what he will do, we will define a value, it name customer, and it will equal a customer model. Okay. Now, customer dot customer name equal edit customer name dot text dot to string. Okay. Now, if edit customer max credit dot text dot is empty, what he will do, we will give it customer dot max credit equal 0, else customer dot max credit 0.0. Edit max credit dot text dot to string, then to double. Okay. And now we will make main activity dot db handler dot add customer this and customer. Then we will clear the fields, the edit, and edit customer name dot request focus. This is the procedure for it. Okay. Now we want to create the add customer in the DB handler. We will go to DB handler now. This is the DB handler. Okay. And we will create here a new function. New function. What is its name? Add customer. Okay. We will send the m ctx context and array list. No. And customer. and customer, its type is customers. Okay. Now we will define the value. We have many ways to insert the values inside the database or inside the table. We will use many types of this ways. Okay. The first way is to define a value. Its name is values. It is a content value. Content. It's a content values. Okay. Now values dot put. What is the first key? Is the column customer name. What is the value? It is a customer dot customer name. Then values dot put column max credit, comma customer dot max credit. Okay. Now we make the val db dot db equal this dot writable database. Now try. Okay, and here catch exception. Now what we will try? Now we will try to db dot insert in the customers table, comma null, comma the values, and toast dot make text mctx customer added, toast dot length dot show. Now if it is not, if it has our error, toast dot make text mctx comma e dot message toast dot length short dot show. After everything, we will give it db dot close. Okay. Now here we make the add customer. We have another way here, not like this, not db dot insert. We can make like this, db dot row query. Sorry, db dot row query, and we will make here insert into $sign customers table, and we will open the practice, and we will give it $sign column customer name, comma $sign column max credit. Okay. Values like this, comma like this, and we will try it another way later. Okay. Now in the main activity, we will give it here on resume. We will override on resume Why? Because when we want to add the customer and close the activity, we will review again the customers. Here on resume, we will give it view customers. Okay. Now we want to make the button, the plotting action button, to add the customer. Now on the activity main here, text. Okay. First we will go to the Gradle. Here the Gradle, this Gradle module, and here we will implementation com.android.support this two dots design 28.0.0, and we will press here sync now. Okay. Now we will go back to the main activity. Is it finished? Yes, it's finished. Okay. And here we will coordinate layout, match parent, and match parent. And here, floating, action point, warp content, and warp content. Then we will the gravity we will want to see here first. Okay. Now the gravity layout gravity will be end and this and button. Okay. We will give it the background tint, color primary dark. Why is it like this? Okay. The fab size, this is mini, and this is normal, it's bigger. The ID is fab, its name. Okay. And we will give it a margin now. Well, here in the values, new value resource, it's a diamond. Okay. And here in the resource, diamond, fab margin, we will give it 16 dp, and we want now to add a vector assist, an image for it. Here, right click on the application, new, and vector assist, and we will select here person add, and the color white, choose person, next, and finish. Okay, it's here now, this one. Okay, we will go back here, we will show this. Now the margin, layout margin, this one, diamond margin. Okay, and SRC, this one, the person. Okay, good. Now on the main activity, here fab dot set on click listener val I equal intent this add customer activity two dots class dot java star activity to I intent sorry intent okay now we want to run okay no records found we will add here the name Arqam Soft max credit is $20,000 save customer added here then trust 5,000 save then modern tech max credit okay now we will leave it empty save it saved a zero value must cancel and close perfect we fill the recycler view this is the name and this is the value is zero okay we also add ocean save if we press save now it gives us enter customer name save enter customer name perfect everything now it's done this is the end of the first video and we will complete this video on another lessons inshallah thank you for watching and don't forget to like and share and subscribe with this channel thank you very much and goodbye